Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Howies World. And, oh, yeah, something different. Well, we have been gone for a couple weeks.
And I apologize. It's been a couple of weeks since we've made an episode. We did have a number of issues with the server and moved it to a local server. Wasn't quite happy with it and rebuilt it probably, I think, about 3 or 4 different times. Finally ended up with a Linux OS, and it seems to be running really good now. So I'm over here at our good friend Fastidious' base, and I'm dropping him off a little something. So some potions of healing, some water breathing, that's always good to have, potion of enchanting, potions of strength, and potions of swiftness. And I wrote him a little note, and I'll let you guys read it. Yep. We got a whole bunch more wither skulls. So yeah, I'm wearing one on my head, so I figured it would be appropriate. And I'll probably once I get a couple more, we'll do another wither fight. So we're gearing up for a wither fight, and the main reason for doing that is I want to show you something. So, I know we talked about this before, but this is over here. This whole room, all of this, is Fastidious's sorting system. And it's pretty epic, to say the least. That's weird. Is anyone else in the base? Okay. So that was interesting. Okay. So he's got this, rather monumental sorting system. And it looks really good. Actually, we've talked about it, and he's going to give me a hand building the exact same thing at my base, which I have been working on, even though I haven't been online. And I have been working on the servers. Doesn't mean we haven't been working. We've been doing actually a fair amount of work. It's just because the frame rates weren't great, I just didn't feel like filming it. But frame rates are really, really good now. Let's see. I'm getting 60 here. I think that's because I'm recording it ties it to 60, but normally I'm getting around 150. So anyways, so he's got this really great sorting system, and it works really well, but it uses a ton of resources to make it. So I thought, you know what, we've got the wither skulls, so we'll parkour our way over there. Oops. And I think what would be a good idea is to, obviously have haste, a beacon with haste on it, and then that way we'll be able to do a little bit better on our mining. So I'm gonna head back, and I'm gonna do a little mining. And someone keeps texting me. Okay. Anyways, so what I think I'm going to do is head back to my base and do a little bit more mining, and then from there, we can look at doing, making sure we've got the resources, and then, I don't know.
Should we do a wither fight this episode? I don't know, it's kind of scary. I haven't done that before. But, we'll think about it. Alright, how about that?
Hey guys, well, there's a rough transition. It's been a little bit more than a few weeks since we played. It's been a couple of months since we've played. I know. Hey, nice to see you. basically what happened was I was having a lot of problems with my computer, which was a fairly new build. Was trying to figure it out, and in the end it ended up being a defective motherboard. But I had to go through hard drives and memory, and I've got 2 video cards, and the elimination process just, it really took forever. And in the meantime, I had some work conferences and went away on vacation. So, just got back from vacation with the family, swamped with work, and now it's like back to playing. So, why don't I show you around? We've done a few things around the base. So this part looks pretty much the same compared to what we did last time. But here's the big difference. Yes, and we do have our Mini-Mo. I've added onto the base here. And so I want to show you what this looks like. So I've just started finishing off this part. Mainly, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to have some skylights open. So I'm going to finish this part up. I really like the open lighting and things like that. So I'm going to probably do some glass inserts, kind of like we did in here. And then, only they're going to be open to the sky. And the main reason I didn't do it here is because we had the mountain over top. So, and I'm running out of diorite though, so I was wondering, should I take that little tower down? And I think I'm going to, because there is actually quite a bit of diorite around here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down this this little mountain here, and that'll also give me a much better view, because I mean our view is really impeded by that. So let's do that. We're going to sculpt things out. Yeah, we've really taken out a lot. That was all done actually before my computer completely died, but and we've done some work in the nether. So let's see what we can get done tonight. It's kind of late, and I'll do as much as I can. I'll probably time lapse it, so I don't bore you completely with lots of building. So let's get started on that, and I will see you guys in a few minutes.
Woohoo! Look at me, I'm on top of the world. Alright. This is pretty cool, so let's take this down. I think I hear someone. Yes. Take that to somebody. Yes, yes. Die. Let's see who else is around. Oh, there's one off in the distance. See how good I am. Oh, a little off. Yes. Still got the skills. And yes. Oh, that was awful. Okay, that's a little better. Any more? I kind of miss doing some of the zombie fighting when I'm doing build. Oh man, that was awful. A little lower. Okay. And come on. Die, 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 die.
Alright guys, how did we do? Well, actually pretty good. This did take quite a while though. A lot longer than I expected. So, yeah, I need to really get that beacon set up soon. So, but we've taken out this part. It's looking pretty good. I just still need to fill in over there. And I think I'm going to take that down too, because, you know what, to be honest, And, you know, I kind of like being able to see the rest of the mountains from a little bit further away. So let's go ahead and we'll do that. It's gotten really late, so I'm going to take a quick break. And, well, 7 hours. Maybe 6. And then we'll start up with this again on the morning. Alright? Because I am what the British say, knackered. Take care.
Alright, well, we've made a little more progress. Let's take a look outside. I've cleared out that one fairly large little hill there. I still have that to get rid of, so we'll do that in a little tiny bit. And I've kind of been filling in where I can with grass. Sorry, with dirt. So grass will grow. So I'm going to get rid of that, and then we're going to go through the rest of what we were going to do for this episode. Okay guys, so we have cleared out this area completely now. So this is sort of nice and flat. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I do want to put up some animal pens at some point in time. I kind of worked a little bit more extending the base itself. So I wanted to have, I need to add some more windows along there though. I just kind of like the whole natural light thing, so. And so now I'm just clearing out this part. Need to clear out the floor and repeat our flooring pattern that we've got there. And I'm also going to dig out all under here because I'd like to do basically villager storage down here. And I'm also going to do that large storage system that our buddy Cy worked on. So we're going to get going down that pretty soon. So let's see what kind of time we're at, and maybe we'll wrap things up. I know we were talking about doing a wither fight, and I'm not sure if we're going to do that this episode. I don't think we're going to have time to, but I think what I'll do is plan that for next episode. Or go to the Nether and get hit by a skelly and knocked off the bridge and fall into lava. Hey guys, okay, I'm back from rage quitting the other night. Anyways, yeah, that kind of sucked. I broke my rule. I have a rule that, you know, when you're out in the Nether, the one thing you bring is potions or fire resistance potions. And you know, it's kind of noisy out here. Let's go back inside. Yeah, so we got all that cleared out the other day. Yeah, I always bring fire resistance potions, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't think about it. I didn't bring them, and I was just out looking for wither skulls, you know, kind of, you know, had something else planned, and then squirrel, and ran off and did something different. And unfortunately, the big problem was I got hit by a skeleton as I was crossing a one-block pathway and got knocked off into the lava. I was able to pillar up, but just enough that I died on the pillar. So I came back, got a potion of fire resistance, was able to get some of my stuff back, but I lost a lot of stuff. Not too bad. We're still in pretty good shape. We still have a lot of, you know, pretty good things. And you know what? To be honest, with the fish farm there, we're able to get most of what we need back pretty quickly. Did a little more work on the base here. Not a huge amount, but, you know, just putting in the lighting. Want to finish that off. And I had found a spider spawner. So let's go down and I will show you the spider spawner down here. Here's my little way down. And I'm not sure if I had shown you this or not, but this is my portal to the Nether. I'm not quite happy with it. I've got some sort of visual glitches. I thought it would look really good. I'm going to expand this out a little bit more and actually try and make it look, I mean, this square box, it looks too, well, square. I'd like it to look more natural and look like, when you came down this hallway, you were still in the nether. So let's head over to the spider spawner. Okay, so here we are. This is a spider spawner that I built. I did a lot of this, well, I did all of it offline. And that was mainly just because I was frustrated. So anyways, we've got two buttons here. One is to turn the lights on and off, and this one over here is to turn water off. So I'll show you what I've done. And yeah, don't mind my redstone. My redstone is not nearly as good or compact as people like Tango Tech and Azuma Void and all the rest. So what I've done is I've got 4 glowstone lanterns that are on a sticky piston so that I can turn lights on and off, and I've used redstone blocks to power them. And I have a system set up with there's 4 dispensers that will dispense water and then wash all the spiders into the center. So to show you how this works, I use the button to reset the water, and I actually got that from Monkey Farm, had done that on a mob spawner quite a long time ago. So there's our water washing all of the spiders into the center. The signs are just to keep the water from washing down. That way they're just going to fall. And let's go ahead and we'll reset the lights, and we will turn the lights off. Come on, get up there. And you see now that the glowstone blocks have retracted, it's obviously much darker. So let's go ahead and let's button that up. And it didn't take too long to build this. I mean, I did that basically last evening. Now, the biggest problem that I had was I'm already really low. I mean, I found this, so I'm at 11 right now. Typically, you try and drop them down, I think, about 10 blocks, so that they're sort of a one-hit kill. But that's just not happening. Not this low. I mean, I keep running into bedrock, so. So what I did here was they dropped down over there, and come on, get up. As they come down, I've got the sort of this corridor with water. The main reason for doing this is the further that you can get them away from the spawner and then up into this little chamber here, they're gonna aggregate here. If you don't have somewhere for them to aggregate, what happens is they just sort of back up in that water flow, and the more they back up in the water flow, the more that you end up with, well, you're hurting your spawn rates. So what I want to do is I'd like to add a crushing system here. So now, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of bedrock. I'm not sure how much this is going to affect the crushing system that I want to build. So I'm going to go build the crushing system. I could do it in a creative world, I guess, but I'm thinking let's just go ahead and we'll do that upstairs, and we can do that out in the courtyard area and see how that comes out. All right, and we are done. This thing is a beast. It's 16 blocks long. I think it's going to work. I haven't tested it out, so in theory it works. You push the button, sends a signal to this Sticky piston activates the hopper clock. At the moment, I only have 9 pieces of diorite in there. Yes, I like diorite. And then it sends a signal back over to the sticky pistons and then across to here. And yes, I'm using more repeaters than I should. You know what? I was trying to cut the time down. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference. And yes, I'm a noob when it comes to redstone, so that would probably be why. But, and if you have, constructive comments, happy to hear them. So, you'll see there is definitely a lag between the 2 sides, but hopefully it's okay. And hopefully it's enough to actually crush the spiders. What we're going to have to do is we'll probably have to play around with how much items we put in that hopper clock. It is a standard hopper clock. I will put a link in the description to the model that I kind of based this off of. I followed someone else's model and then I took it from there and modified it just a little bit. But I think it's going to work. I guess the only way to tell is to go ahead and, put it in production and test it out. But took me a little while to build this. I will admit I spent probably more time than, most of you guys would. But hey, so far, so good. All right, let's go start building this downstairs in the basement and let's see how it goes. Hey guys. Okay, so I went downstairs and you know what, to be honest, we're just way too low at that level when I try and build anything. There's just so much exposed bedrock. So I'm going to maybe move things up just like a couple of levels, not a big deal, but I'm going to do that off camera and we'll get that finished up. But I really want to thank you for putting up with me and being patient with me being gone. And maybe next episode we'll
fight the wither.
Alright guys, hey, thanks a lot, take care, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Bye bye.